Let's automate single and multi-select dropdown in just seconds using browser select option tool in Playwright MCP Server by just giving a prompt. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel WishInfinite.
So what is browser select option tool? Browser select option in Playwright MCP Server is used to select values from dropdowns, whether single or multi-select, just by passing the option's value, label or index without writing any code. Now let's see the practical example. So for that, we are going to use this particular site, which is WishInfinite.com. And here we are going to go on to this playground section, where we will go to this selectors. And here for this single select dropdown and multi-select dropdown, we are going to select the option using browser select option tool. Here from the single select dropdown, we can select any option, like we can select mango here. And here from multi-select dropdown also, you can select multiple options. Like here we can press Ctrl and select grape and mango. Now let me show you if you want to use Playwright. So in that case, what you'll have to do to perform these steps. So for that, first you'll have to set up the whole Playwright project. And after that, you'll have to create one Playwright test script file where you will be creating this test block with the title and anonymous function. And here we would be writing the code to go to the specific URL, go to the selector section, and then from single select dropdown, select mango. And for multi-select dropdown, select mango or grape, or any option of your choice you can select. And here let me show you the HTML structure for the single select dropdown and multi-select dropdown. Let me right click here, inspect it, and see this is the select HTML tag. And here it would be having multiple options. So this is example of single select dropdown. Now let me inspect this multi-select dropdown. So this is multi-select dropdown. For this also, the HTML tag would be select. But here we would be having this multiple attribute, which means we can select multiple options from such dropdowns. Inside this select also, we would be having different options, which would be having a value attribute and this label. And here when we use Playwright, so here we can select the value by giving the label or by value or by the index. Like if we want to select this third, so we can give the second index, right? So like this way, when you want to use the Playwright, so you'll have to set up your Playwright project and then you'll have to write code like this. Now let's see how we can use Playwright MCP Server to perform all these actions, which means we can select value from single select dropdown and multi-select dropdown. And before that, I'm considering that you have already installed all the prerequisites like Node.js, VS Code, and GitHub Copilot. Apart from that, I'm also considering that you have already done the setup of Playwright MCP Server. If you are not aware about the setup and prerequisites, I would suggest you to go to my channel, and here under the playlist section, you would be able to see this automation using AI and MCP servers playlist. You can open this playlist, and here you would be able to see these two videos related to the setup of Playwright MCP Server and prerequisite. For more in-depth knowledge, you can watch the complete playlist where I have added videos related to the Playwright test agents also. Now let's see the prompt which we need to provide. So here I have already added those prompts into the document. Now let's first give the prompt to select the value from single select dropdown. And here is the prompt, where we have written that navigate to this WishInfinite.com/playground website and then go to selectors from left hand navigation. And then select mango from single select dropdown using browser select option tool. So same tool you can provide. If you want to add any additional details, you can add that. Here let me write this go to, I forgot to add it. And here for now I am directly providing the label from the dropdown, right? Which was this one. Let me select this single select dropdown. And see, it is the label where we are giving mango. You can also give mango, which is same but all in a small case, or you can give the index that select the fifth value or fourth value or whatever the value which you want to select. Now let me copy this prompt and let's go to VS Code. And here open GitHub Copilot by clicking onto this button if it is not already open. And here I will open the new chat. Now here let's provide the prompt. And here don't forget to select agent from this first dropdown. Here you can select any model from the second dropdown. Here we will keep it selected as auto, which means it will automatically select the best model for your request. Now let's click onto the send. And now what it will do, it will open the browser and there it will open this particular link. Then it will go to the selectors and from there it will select the single select dropdown where it will select mango. And see, now it has started working onto the prompt. Here let me click onto this allow always. So here it is using this browser navigate tool, which will open the browser and will navigate to the specific URL. After that, it is asking for this wait permission. Here also let me select this always allow. Now here it is using this browser click tool to click onto this selectors from the left hand navigation. Here also I will click onto this always allow. If you want, you can allow it for once or you can allow this for this session or workspace. It's your choice totally. If you are familiar with site, you can give the option always allow. Now it will try to select the option where it is going to select the single select dropdown, and there also it need to select the mango. So see, this time it is using this browser select option tool. So it is running select option from this Playwright MCP server. You would be able to see the same tool if you will click onto this configure tools, and here if you will scroll down and expand this MCP Playwright server, you would be able to see this browser select option tool, which is this one. So this is the tool which it is running. And here if you will scroll to the right for this input, you would be able to see this element. So on which element it is going to perform action, and the other key value for this input object is this values, where we are going to select the mango. So here inside this array only single mango is passed. Now let's click on to this always allow for this browser select option tool. So next time when we will use the same prompt to use the browser select option tool, it will not ask us for the permission, right? Just for the video purpose, I remove these permissions so that every time you know that sometimes these permission may come, and there we need to allow as per our choice. Now if you will go to the browser, you would be able to see that mango got selected. Now it is just trying to capture the accessibility snapshot. Here also we can give this always allow. Now it will do the verification, and then it will provide us the summary. See, now we have got the complete summary. So here it is telling that it has selected mango from the single select dropdown. Here we can see all the actions which has been taken. So it opened this particular site, clicked on the left hand navigation button, select as, then use the single select combo box, single select example, and selected the option mango. Verified via page snapshot that mango option is now selected. So here it used this page snapshot to check that mango got selected or not, right? For the verification. Like in the Playwright script, we have to provide the expect thing to check that particular condition met or not, right? Here you can see the result. Selection succeeded. The snapshot shows option mango marked under single select example. Here you can see more details that what are all the elements it used. See, it clicked on to this selectors, and then it selected the value from the single select combo box or dropdown. Here it is suggesting some of the next steps that if you want, I can capture a screenshot of the selected dropdown. If you want to capture the visual screenshot, right? That also you can tell. For that, I've already created one video into the playlist that how you can capture the screenshot. Apart from that, it is asking that it can also return the DOM or visible text confirming the selection. Next, it can script this as the reusable Playwright test in the repo, right? So these are just the next steps which it can perform, and other summary details. For you, this may happen that these details are appearing in different way, right? If you are using any other model or with any other prompt. So this is how you can select value from the single select dropdown. Now we will select multiple values from multi-select dropdown. So here is our multi-select dropdown. So manually you will have to click onto this by holding the control button, so that you will be able to select multiple values from the multi-select dropdown. Now let's provide prompt to select value from the multi-select dropdown. So here is the prompt which I have provided into the document. Here I have mentioned the same thing, that navigate to this WishInfinite.com playground website and then go to selectors. Here let me add this go to. So then go to selectors from left hand navigation and then select mango and banana from multi-select dropdown using browser select option tool. So the same tool will get used, but here we are mentioning that we want to select multiple values. So automatically it will check that particular dropdown can select multiple values or not, and then it will select multiple values. You just need to provide this particular prompt. So copy it, go to VS Code, and here let's provide the prompt. Either you can open the new chat window or you can use the same chat window. For now, I will select this new chat. And here let's provide the prompt. Here, as I told, you need to select the agent, and here you can select any model of your choice. Now let's click onto the sand. Let me close this browser first, so that all the steps will get performed from the starting. Now let's click onto the sand, and again it will open the browser. It will go to the specific site, and then it will go to the selector section and will try to select multiple values from the multi-select dropdown. Here we have mentioned mango and banana. If you want, you can mention the index, like select second and fifth value, or you can also provide the label. Now it has opened the site. It has given the URL. Now it will go to the selector section. It is not asking for the permission because in the previous prompt we have already provided this always allow as the permission. See, now it has come to the selector section. Now it will try to select multiple values from this multi-select dropdown. See, automatically this banana and mango got selected. I have not even moved the mouse. And as I told, you can provide the label or index to select value from the multi-select dropdown when you are providing the prompt. And here let me go through the response quickly. So again, it has used this browser navigate tool to navigate to the specific site. It captured the accessibility snapshot. Then it clicked on to the selector section. After that, it has selected value from the multiple select dropdown, where it has used browser select option tool. See, it selected the value. It has used the same tool, browser select option. But here, if you will expand, you would be able to see this input, which is an object where the element is multi select dropdown. It is the reference of this multi select dropdown element, and here you can see the reference. We have this key as values, and its value is an array. But for the single select dropdown, here mango was only there inside the array, but now it has mango and banana. Similarly, if you will provide the label or index, it would be there to select the value. And here you can see the output also. See, it has used the select option which we have used inside our script. For the single select dropdown also, it would have used this select option only. And here inside the select option, here we have passed an array where we pass the values. So here we have selected this grape and mango. Like this, you can select any values. And here it has provided mango and banana because we have provided the same inside our prompt. Right? So same code it is using, but we just need to provide a simple basic prompt to select the values. After that, it has updated the task list. Progress update is done, where it has opened this particular site, clicked onto the selectors with the reference E30, then located this multi-select dropdown with the reference E145, and it selected the mango and banana using the select action. By looking at the snapshot, it confirms that both the options selected reference E150 and E147, and the page shows selected banana and mango. So don't get confused with these reference. These are the reference which are kind of unique identity of the specific HTML element. Now here it is providing more details that what I ran. So it navigated to this particular playground page onto our site and then captured the DOM snapshot, clicked onto the selectors and selected values from multi-select dropdown. If you want, here are all the next steps which it can perform. It can take the screenshot. It can provide the exact Playwright test snippet that performs these steps for your test site. Rerun the flow and save test artifacts, which are snapshots or trace. So if you want to perform these next steps, you can perform by just giving the simple prompt. Like here, you can give that capture a screenshot, or you can provide that generate a Playwright test snippet, right? So it's totally up to you. And guys, if you're finding this playlist helpful, let me know into the comment section below and feel free to share your suggestions. I would love to hear your thoughts. And now I will conclude this video here, but before we wrap up, let me give you a quick recap. So here we saw that what is browser select option tool. So browser select option in Playwright MCP Server is used to select values from the dropdowns. It can be single or multiple select dropdown. Here you can provide the value, label or index. And here is the simple prompt which you can provide. You can provide prompt into your language, right? It can be basic but with all the details. And with the help of these prompts, we selected the value from the single select dropdown and multiple select dropdown. Here we also saw that if you want to use this Playwright with TypeScript or JavaScript, you will have to do this complete project setup where you will have to create the TypeScript files and then you will have to provide the complete code. And after that, we saw that how we can just give the prompt to the Playwright MCP server and can perform these actions. So you just need to provide the prompt simply into the plain language with all the details and automatically it will use the required tool. Like here, we wanted to use this browser select option tool. So we provided that detail here. Here you can also click onto this configure tool. And then under the MCP server Playwright, you would be able to see the same tool, which is this browser select option. It select an option in a dropdown. And now that's it from my end. You can click onto this first card to go to the next video. You can click onto the second card to access this whole automation using AI and MCP server's playlist. And stay tuned for my upcoming videos. If you have any comments, questions or doubts, you can let me know into the comment section below. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. Have a great day.